Hello, this is Gray Hughes again. I hope you enjoyed the new intro. It's about 7 seconds shorter than the last iteration that I put out on YouTube yesterday. I appreciate all the help that my subscribers and friends on YouTube helped with. They had some good ideas. I shortened it up a little bit. Um, Unfortunately, everyone seemed to like a different song, and some people like the non-black and white version, and so forth. So at some point, I have to just decide on what I like the best, and what you just saw was the one that I liked the best. Anyways, I want to say thanks to everybody for helping out there. That was cool. All right, so let's get started. What I thought I would do right now is play the whole walkthrough animation again from start to finish and not really stop it, because I think the one I put out before, I stop it a lot. I might stop it a couple times, but in general, I'll just kind of let it play. Maybe this first part, this is a really slow camera turn here, so I'll get it moving anyways. But let's get. I actually did add another part in too, so it's right there, and then I added some stuff at the end. So this is the Rosemont Police investigation. What they believe is the path that Kenneka took, and it makes sense. Other than the famous Mike Mecca location where it's possible she took the freight elevator up to the upper kitchen. All right. So let's get started. Here's room 926 right there. Okay. Kenneka's out in the hall, is left in the hall, and she gets on this elevator right here. Okay. And that's where we will pick it up. So she gets on that elevator. She comes out on the lower level. It's called the pass elevator. Again, very intoxicated. This time up here in the upper right-hand corner is the system time, and it syncs up all the cameras. You can just, like right now when Kenneka walks by this area right here, had she taken a left right there, she would be right up in the lobby. Right now, if she'd taken a left, she'd be up in the lobby. She'd have to go up 2 stairs and be in the lobby. And you could just cut over to the lobby camera and you'd see her coming up. It's that accurate. Okay, right there she was using the wall to hold herself up. Okay. But I mean, she does move relatively quickly, not as quick as somebody obviously not intoxicated could walk, but she seems really like sort of disoriented, off balance a little bit. But as you can see in the later on when she's in the bathroom footage, near the bathroom, it's called lower level bathroom, she does use a rail to keep herself up, which is the same. There's rails in the stairs that lead up to the upper kitchen. All right, so here's Kenneka. She's now at the end of this long hall after she took that left. And now she's heading to I'm using Antoine M's video for that part. This is from Rosemont, this clip. So she goes through those same double doors, and then Antoine M's video. So after she goes through those double doors, she actually goes through another set of double doors and goes straight into this lower level kitchen. Okay, now apparently there's kitchen 2 sort of off to the left of the screen right there that Kenneka went in, and we see her on surveillance camera just for a brief moment on a camera that's in kitchen 2, and that's right here, kitchen 2. So you'll see her walk by, and then you'll see her in the lower level kitchen, just the top of her head right down here in this corner right there. And then she goes out. There's a little side exit from there. Okay. And she comes out. She went out and took a left and then heads straight out. And this is where the lower level bathroom area is. Okay. So she first goes in there, and then we'll cut to the surveillance footage. All right, now you'll note there are some time jumps in here. Every time you see the red box go off, you have to start counting 8 seconds or 9 seconds again. Okay, because that's when it starts over. Okay, right there now it's 9 more seconds. Okay, nine more seconds. That's the buffer. Okay, so if she leaves for more than 9 seconds, so she left at 31, let's see, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Oh, that's because she came back out and that started up another buffer. Yeah, there you go. See right there? If you counted back, that was exactly, it was 20 seconds. So she came back out and the red box came back on. That's because we didn't really lose any time at all, because she happened to come back and be picked up exactly 20 seconds later. So she got the end of one buffer and the front end of the next buffer. All right, so right there she went off camera. I didn't catch when the red box was on. Let's see what time that is. Hold on. I am going to reverse this a little bit. Let's see. All right, so she's right there. Let's see, right when she comes out of the bathroom. Let's see if it picks her up. So 3:30, 35, 36, okay, right there, 36 it got her. But now it's not picking her motion up because it's so slight. So 3:36. Now you'll notice it should, 36. Okay, so she'll probably be coming out here again, another 20-second one. Yep, right there. It was exactly 20 seconds again. That's amazing. Yeah, so she got the end of one buffer and the beginning of the next buffer. Now she's picked up on surveillance, and then her foot is picked up on motion, I mean. And then her feet were picked up on, that's how you got the next box. And then she goes back through these double doors, the same one she went in a couple minutes prior. And she walks by. Now this is where there's no surveillance camera. This one up here, if it's a real surveillance camera, is not working. It's possible it's a dummy camera, but you know, that's just wild speculation. So this camera wasn't working right here, and she takes a left right here, and I think I fixed it. Okay, now you can see the door. On my previous one you couldn't see it, but she heads right towards those doors. Okay, then she heads up the stairs. Alright, and here's an overlay using the Rosemont footage. Then she goes in through the first set of double doors, and then you'll see her come through the wooden set of double doors that lead right into the upper kitchen. Some people call it the kosher kitchen. And then she walks by the camera. Okay, and right here she walks back in this area. I think she went back to that other cooler first. Okay, then she came back to this area. This isn't going to have any animation, but this is just going to show people that aren't familiar with this. So after looking in that other cooler, she opens up this door right here. Okay, so just pretend that's Kenneka's hand right there. Right, and then it opens, and then there's another footage where there's actually, looks like motion going into the actual cooler area. So that's what this is, where that box is. That's in the cooler. Okay, now it's looking back out the door she came, and inside that cooler is the freezer door, which is right there. So as soon as you come in, you just take a quick left and you're right there at the freezer door. And here's the freezer door. And I think this video shows the freezer door actually opening. So this is what Kenneka would be doing. You know, right here. She'd be opening up the freezer door in the dark. So we're looking at something that looks really bright because the lights are on. The lights were not on when Kenneka was in there. So it was really dark. I mean, it might have been pitch black. I don't know if there's any sort of, you know, lights that are just on in there that make it really dim or something, but the lights were not on when she was in there. Okay, now this is where I'm going to pause it once. Now you see these icicles right here? So those would only be forming, and they would have been forming while the freezer was on and very cold in there. So that means liquid is in there. Okay, dripping down and freezing and making an icicle. Okay, so this is perhaps some of the water that might have got on Kenneka when she was in there, on her hair. And that might be why her hair is frizzy. Could also be condensation. Alright, so this is inside the freezer. And she was right there in that corner. Her head was. And this is what it would be like, but that light would not be on right there. It was completely dark. Okay, so that's about it. So hopefully you can watch it. You can watch it. It's a little bit easier to watch just in terms of it plays all the way through. And I guess until next time, I will talk to you later.